All right, welcome back, everybody. It is session 6. I remembered. I felt like I was in like a different world on Monday, just because number one, was just kind of in the office for the first time, and so my brain was in several different places. So hopefully today I can be a little bit more focused and maybe even be able to count today. That is the goal. Um, if not, y'all can help me out again on that. So, again, something I want to share, even for those who are watching the recording, there's lots of other opportunities on YouTube, or you can go and get some pretty inexpensive videos too at Walmart or wherever, to get some activity in when the weather is not looking the best or whatever. Or maybe you just don't feel like going on a walk by yourself or whatever. That's kind of how I feel. Sometimes I like to go out and do something outside by myself, and sometimes I just want to hang out with my dogs. So, those are great options in between your strength training, because what we've learned is strength training, you really need that at least 2 times a week, but you need that endurance training as well. That's very important. And doing our warm-ups it's just not enough. And so if you find that you are sitting a lot, or maybe your goal is to lose some fat along with building muscle, then it's a good idea to add in some extra movement. And so those are great ways to add in some extra calorie burn throughout your week, is just pop in a video and get moving. And walking is something that most of us are able to do, especially if we're doing this class right now. Something else that I wanted to share is that if you haven't checked them out, I don't know what Montgomery County, I know Rhonda might want to plug some of the things they have going on, but our Stanley County office just kicked off a virtual series of workshops. And so if you go to our website, or if you go to our Facebook page, you can find and I'm happy to email it out to all of y'all too if you're interested in looking at what we're doing. But we have several different options from, things our ag agents are offering to, I'm offering preservation classes. Our nutrition program assistant, she's doing a heart healthy class, and she's also offering a virtual walk. So you can sign up for, and all these are free for the most part. I think they're all free, and they're all online. But virtual walk might be something for y'all that are interested in this. Y'all really might be interested in that. And I know she's going to be sending some prizes to folks too for that. So, and it's free, and it's a good way to encourage you to get moving and to do that with other people. And I think she's going to be sending some motivational things throughout while you're kind of training for your walk. It's kind of a virtual race, but you can walk it, you can jog it, you can do whatever you want to do. So you can crawl it, just, get creative. But I just wanted to share that. Rhonda, do y'all have any things coming up that you wanted to share?
Rhonda has disappeared.
No, I haven't disappeared. I was trying to get it off of mute. I'm driving my daughter home from the orthodontist at this exact second. I'm sorry. We are definitely got things coming up, but they're still we're in limbo as far as what we're doing. But one of the things I'm trying to figure out is a canning class, virtual canning class, to see who's interested in that. And then we were trained this morning about working with kids for some nutrition programming and stuff, that kind of stuff. So just watch our website and check your emails, because we're sending it out through Constant Contact about all the things that we have coming up. So just stay tuned.
Yeah, and I did the intro to canning class yesterday, and with all the resources NC State's given, it really made it straightforward. So, and I think everybody enjoyed it. So I think you'll really enjoy teaching that class for sure. But
So we'll talk offline about that more, Haley. I'm having trouble accessing some of those resources, so we can talk more about that after class.
okay, sounds good. All right, without further ado, because we want to keep you guys plugged into what we're doing. We don't want to lose y'all. We love you guys. So I'm excited that we are already at the end of week 3. It's hard to believe. Today, we are going to spotlight another new exercise. So who remembers what exercise did we learn on Monday?
It was the kickback something.
Yeah, the kickbacks. So we're going to learn another new upper body exercise because, us ladies, we got to look strong. We got to have those strong arms too. And so since we worked the back side of our arms on Monday, we got to even it out, right? So our exercise that we're going to focus on today is called a hammer curl. And it's very similar to our bicep curls. Has anybody done a hammer curl before? No, not that you know of. So what that looks like, y'all can kind of practice it while I'm showing you if you want to. But it's very similar to our biceps curls. So with our bicep curls, we start right here. And we curl up and turn, right? So that's our bicep curl. And let me pin my video so everybody watching can see me. Okay. So for our bicep curl, we curl it, right? So for our hammer curl, we don't turn our palms. We just come straight up and straight down. So that's our hammer, right? So it's just like if you had a hammer, you're like bam, bam, bam. So it's just right up and right down. Okay, so that's easy enough, right? So again, this particular exercise is going to target those bicep muscles because we need those for a lot of different activities as well. Just like our triceps are very important for pushing and pulling, our biceps are really important for a lot of those actions as well. So we want to make sure we keep both of those muscle groups nice and strong. And like we said, it also just makes your arms look fantastic, but there's nothing wrong with that either. Okay, so any questions about the hammer curl? All right, so we did have one question about one of our warm-up exercises. And this one does take a bit of coordination for sure. So if you find that it is more trouble than it's worth, just feel free to march in place. You can move your arms up, move your arms out. But the reason I like our V step in our cardio pyramid warm-up is because a lot of times we're walking, we're just doing this forward motion, right? So we've got muscles on the outsides of our legs, the front, the back. So by moving in a sideways motion, it's working a different muscle group. And it's also getting our body just used to being mobile in all different directions. And so our V step is literally just what it sounds like. We're walking, we're at the point of a V here. We're stepping up, creating that V, and then we're coming back to that point. And so that's our legs. So if everybody just wants to get those legs moving for a minute, and practice that leg movement, we're just going up, together. And when we come together, we're stepping backward. All right, so do we have the legs going?
I don't know.
I'm sure you do. All right, let's try starting with our opposite leg this time. Without the arms, we're going to go with the opposite leg. So up, we're at the top of the V, and then together, we're at the point. So up, together, up, together. One more time. All right. So do you feel like you know at least what the legs are supposed to be doing?
I feel like I know what they're supposed to be doing. Yes.
They might be doing something different than you.
They may not understand it. I do, but I'm not sure my legs do.
I love it. I love it. All right, so while your legs are doing that, your arms are just going to be following right along as best as you can. Again, this takes some coordination. So get those legs going first if that's helpful. And then when you kind of have that feeling good, you can just add the arms as the legs go up. The arms go up. As the legs go down, the arms go down.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
And then we just do that the same in the opposite direction when we switch sides.
Gotcha.
Okay? Just, practice that a little bit. Again, it's not that we have to do that movement. As long as you're moving and getting your heart rate going, warming up your muscles is the main thing. But it's good to teach our bodies to move in all different directions. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll just do, just for time's sake, we'll do a couple sets of our cardio pyramid warm up, and then we'll go into our exercises. And as always, we'll do at least 8 today. I'm going to request you to shout out some exercises, and as long as we do our new exercise, our hammer curl, we're good to go. Okay? All right. You know what? Today I'm going to get a little music going. I just like some background noise. I don't know, it motivates me for some reason. And of course my music is wanting to upload weird today. All right, so if everybody could just go ahead and start marching for me. Give me just a second. Get those knees up. Let's practice, trying to get them up a little bit. You might have to slow down that happen. All right, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna back up a little bit. All right, so let's get warm. We're starting in a march. Good job, y'all. Okay, so we're getting that heart rate going. And again, we not only want to warm up because it's great for our endurance, but we want to do it because this is warming up our muscles and it's getting them ready to exercise, which is so important. We don't want any injuries. We want to continue to get stronger. Okay, so we're going to start with a march right here. And again, let's bring those knees up a little bit. So we'll go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wide step. And now we're warming up those shoulders too. We're moving in a different direction. It feels good to move. So research says, keep going, that we need, as adults, we need at least 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise a day. And so this is kind of going into that. So y'all have, a little bit already tied into that, maybe about 5 minutes. That's usually our warm-up time. I can go get the rest of it with Leslie. All right, let's add an extra step to the side. Ready? Here we go. Reach and pull. As you pull, really use those back muscles and squeeze. It's almost like we're doing our rowing motion. Feels good. We're just tapping. It's good to keep a little slight bend in your legs too. All right, let's do this a couple more times. You're doing great. One more time down and back. And we'll go into our hamstring curls. So pull that heel back and squeeze that hamstring as you're coming back. It's really waking up those muscles along the back of our legs. Great job. All right, give me several more. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going into that V-step. Ready? Get those legs going. Up, 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 up. Good job. Okay, so when you're ready, add those arms in. Up, up, down, down. Go at your own pace. You don't have to follow me as long as you're moving. Great job. Okay. Let's do a couple more on this side, then we're going to switch. Last one. Pause. Get the other leg going. Switch directions. All right. Keep it moving. Up, up. We're warming up our body. We're warming up our lungs. Warming up our heart, our souls. All right, we're going to add in those arms if you're ready. Let's go. Up, up. Up, up, down, down. It's like we're doing a line dance. We're dancing together, girls. All right, let's do a couple more. Up, up. One more. And now we're going into our high knee. So again, you can stay right here. I want you to practice using those leg muscles. Keep those cores nice and tight. And just pull that leg straight up. Hold. Hold. Squeeze it at the top. You might even squeeze your bum just a little bit. Now put a little arm movement right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more on each side and march it out. Great job. Okay, we're going to go through those one more time. Are you feeling a little bit warmer? So your body should be feeling warmer. Your lungs should be working a little harder. Heart should be pumping that blood harder. Okay, let's go back, and we're going to go backwards as always. So start with your knees. Get those knees up. Up, up, up. Good job. See how high you can pick that knee up. That's what I want you to focus on today. And keep that core tight. So try not to slouch. Really stand up tall. Great job, y'all. Give me a few more. Ready? Use those arms. 3, 2, last one. All right, we're going back to our feet. When the music picks back up, we're going to start with our legs. Ready? Up. Together. Up, up, together, together. All right, we're going to add those arms. Ready? Up, up. All right, give me 4 more this way. 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch directions. Ready? Other side. Start with your leg. 15, 2.
Okay, man. Have a good day.
Up, together. When you're ready, if you're ready, add those arms in. 3, 2, give me one more. We're going into those hamstring curls. Pull and squeeze. Really squeeze when you get to the top of that movement. Good job. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2. Great job. Last one on each side. Double step. Let's go. Open it up. Actually, let's do a clap. Open up. Sometimes you gotta clap for yourself. Keep us a slight bend to those legs. Nice wide step. Give me a couple more each way. Last time down. Last time back. Single step. Here we go. People all over the world. Good job, girls. Let's keep it up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to a march. Great job. Okay, if you need a quick sip of water, grab one. We're gonna kick it off with our strength training. All right. Can somebody tell me a lower body and upper body we're gonna start with today?
Squats and bicep curl.
All right, squats and bicep curls submitted by Katie Dunlap. Fantastic. So, well, somebody else needs to be thinking of what they want to do next, because I'm going to be asking y'all for your direction.
You know, I was telling you all kinds of stuff, and then I realized I'd muted myself, and you couldn't hear me.
Well, I've got many talents. I have many talents, but that's not one of them.
I know.
All right, let's find our seats, everybody. As always, we're going to shoot for 3 sets of 10 today. All right, find that comfortable seat. Core nice and tight. We're going to switch up and squeeze. Lower.
I can't hear you.
Uh-oh, can you not hear me?
No, it may be me.
Let me move
Wait
my
a minute.
computer closer. Yeah, make sure you have your volume all the way up.
Now.
Okay, because, you know, I'm pretty loud.
Her voice is cutting out.
All right, we ready? Can you hear me now? I feel like-
Sort of, yeah.
Yes, better.
Okay, let's press up, squeeze, and lower. 2, 3. Remember to keep that core tight. All right. 4, squeeze the glutes and lower. 5, 6, do not hold your breath, okay? Remember to breathe through that. 6, up for 7, slowly down. 8, 9, one more. Shoot up and come back down. All right, Katie, we're doing our bicep curls for Katie. All right, ready? So we're going to turn it up, slowly down. 2.
Haley, you're frozen.
Uh-oh.
We haven't seen you do anything. There you go.
Yeah, I have.
I have too.
Okay. It might be,
It might be me.
well, it could be any of us, you know?
I got you now.
Okay, you got me? All right, let's keep going with our biceps. Ready? 3, 4. Sorry about that, guys. 5, 6. Strong. 7, 8, 9. One more. Up and down. Even with this one, make sure you are keeping that core nice and tight, okay? All right, sip on some water if you need it. We're going to get set to go into our second set of squats. All right, we ready? Okay, everybody get your weights if you're using them. Feet are set. We're pressing up, squeeze, and slowly down. Up for 2. Good job. 3, 4, 5. Squeeze at the top. Control down. 6, 7. Up for 8. Up 9. Last one. And all the way back down. Great job. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, right into our bicep curls we go. With or without weights. Form is going to be most important, okay? Ready? Up and down. Great job. Up, squeeze, and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze at the top. 2 more. 9. 1 more. Squeeze. And lower. Great job. Just a short break in between our last set. Grab you some water. Again, water is going to help us to prevent from cramping up. So it's going to help with that soreness as well. You want to make sure you stay hydrated. The more that we're sweating, the more water our body needs. The more active we are, the more water our body needs. So on days like today, when you're working out with me, you might find that you naturally drink more water. You might find,
Oh, yes.
You might find you're quite a bit more thirsty, right? Okay, let's go into our last set. Again, weights are optional. If you feel like your form is kind of fatiguing toward the end, you can definitely put those weights down, okay? All right, let's get set for our last 10 of squats. Ready, press up, squeeze, and lower. 2, core stays tight. Lower. 3, 4. Think about squeezing those legs, squeezing those glutes. 5. Don't just go through the motion. Think about the muscles you are using. 6. Good job. Up for 7. Slowly down. 8. 9. One more squat. We've got these out of the way, all the way down. Complete that movement. Good job. Bicep curls, again, these can be done seated or standing. Keep that upper body nice and tall. And we're going to twist those arms up and turn them again as we come back down. 2, squeeze at the top. 3, 4, keep on breathing in and breathing out. That gives us a little bit more energy to push through this movement. Good job. 3 more. 3, 2, slowly down. Last one. Squeeze and control. Great job. Short break. All right, who's giving us the next set of exercises? Who's going to be?
Side leg lift.
Okay.
And I don't know, I don't care what we do with the upper, whatever somebody else wants. We can do the.
Do strong. What's that one called? Have we done that one?
Yeah.
Shoulder press.
Beg your pardon?
The shoulder press.
Yes.
Okay, shoulder press and
Yeah.
leg lifts it is. All right, grab yourself some more water. All right, we're going to start with our leg lift. Love it. Y'all are getting the tough ones out of the way. Starting them off.
Haley,
Yes, ma'am.
I feel like I need to stretch before I ever start any of this. What are some good stretching things to do before we even start the class?
I can send y'all a list of some stretches if that would be helpful.
Yes.
I highly recommend any warm up, any stretching you would like to do prior to is never a bad idea.
Because what we do at the end feels really good.
Yes, and
You know,
you're going to get the most benefit out of stretching when your body is nice and warm. And so that's why, it does feel great, after we've gotten our bodies warm to really stretch it out. And cooling down is such an important part that a lot of people don't think to do, because once you've done the hard part, you're like, okay, I'm done, right? But that's very important. So yeah, if y'all want to take, 5 minutes or to just get your body moving, get your body stretching, I think that would be great. Also, I think YouTube is a great resource. There's a lot of free stretching and gentle yoga classes that you can find on there. So it might be that you could just do a quick search and look for a short stretching video to lead you before you start with it.
okay, thanks.
Absolutely. All right, let's go into our leg lifts. And weight is optional here. Nice and tall, core stays nice and tight. Weight goes into your standing leg. We're going to lift and squeeze and lower. 2, up 3, hold and lower. 4, 5, 6. You see how I'm just pausing very slightly at the top, challenging those muscles. 8, 9, last one. Good job. Other side. All right, everybody. Go ahead and squeeze that body weight shifts into the standing leg. We're going to lift and lower. Remember, only lift as high as you can to feel that muscle working and to keep your upper body upright, okay? Give me 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Really squeeze at the top. Last one. And lower. Very carefully find your seat. We're going into a shoulder press. All right, everybody set. Ready? We're pressing up with those shoulders. Carefully coming down. Up for 2. Control. Keep your core tight. 4, 5. Very slow and controlled. Good. 6, 7, 8. Great job. 9. Last one. Up. Control it down. Great job. All right. Grab a quick sip of water in between our next set. Halfway done here already. All right, let's get set beside the Probably got a slight breeze out here right now. It's great.
Sun's out here.
Really?
Mhm.
Stanley County.
I'm coming to see you, Beverly.
Come lay out at your house. All right, let's get set. Everybody get that core nice and tight. Weight shifts. Ready? Up, squeeze, and lower. 2, 3, 4. Control it up. Control it down. 5, 6, 7. Try not to lean. 8. It's hard. We want to. 9. We're using those muscles. We're doing it. Last one. And down. Ooh, my leg was shaking on that one. All right, other side. Ready? Everybody get set in your position and lift and lower. 2, 4, 5, 6. Keep it up. Squeeze at the top and lower. 8, 9. Last one. Squeeze and slowly down. Man, these are starting to hurt.
It does make the difference about standing up straight if you don't go out so far.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that that's helping.
Because I want to do this, but if I don't go out as far, I don't feel like I am anyway.
I'm sure you're going out farther than you even think. All right, sit up nice and tall. Core stays nice and tight. Get set for that press. Let's press up and control it down. Good job. 2, 3. Control. Good. 4.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
6.
Okay.
7. Good job. 8.
Okay. There will be somebody there.
9. Last one. Up and control.
Okay,
Great
that's
job.
fine. So I'll put precinct.
Woo! That is,
Okay, I appreciate that.
oh, that's, I'm telling you, it's good. When you do it right, you feel it so much more.
Right in the center of your back. That's where I feel it. Right in the center.
That might be, you know, just a little bit of a weaker spot on you, you know, and so hopefully you're strengthening that with this movement. All right, can we do that one more time?
Sure.
Yeah.
We're so excited.
Sometimes you have to fake the excitement. Just
Yay!
what is the saying? You fake it till you make it. Okay. Till you make it. All right, last step. You know what? This time we will do 8 of each. Okay. So let's do 8. Ready? Everybody get set. Core tight. Weight shifts. Let's squeeze it up and down. 2. Up for 3. We've got it. Up for 4. Halfway there. 4 more. 4. 3. Squeeze up.
It'll be
2.
about 2 o'clock before we got there.
Last
Yeah.
one. And down. Other side. Wow, that 8 seems to go so much quicker.
I just expected the whole thing.
Okay. Other side. Weight shift. Stand nice and tall. Do not lean. We're going
Yeah.
up. 8.
It may be the one I put in.
6.
Well, I got get what he did wrong.
5.
Get him what he did wrong.
Stays tight. 4. 3.
Yeah.
2. Last
All right, then.
one. Squeeze and lower. Great job. Last set of shoulder presses. Very carefully. Your legs might be feeling weak, so you might have to stumble to your chair. Okay, here we go. We're getting stronger. We're doing great, y'all. Set up in position, and let's press. Strong shoulders are so pretty. 2. 3. Slowly down. Great job. Up 4. 5. Sit tall. Good job. 6. We're going to 8. 7. Slow down. Last one. Perfect. All right. Grab you some water. And Phyllis, I need you to tell me what we're doing today.
We could do our leg extensions forward
Okay. And what's an upper body?
and
The rowing,
yeah, we could do rowing.
You'll do rowing. Okay, so we're gonna do our
Yeah,
leg extensions next and our rowing. So these two, again, they focus on the upper or the top part of our leg or our quads, and we're gonna work on that upper back. Perfect. I love it.
thanks.
Okay, so we're gonna get to sit for these too. That's always fun. Always. All right. So take a seat. We're gonna do 8 of each of these, so we'll have time to do another set of exercises. We want to do our new one. Okay, so let's start with our right leg. Up and down. 2. Up for 3, squeeze at the top. 4, sit tall. 5, 6, 7, last one. one, squeeze it at the top, 8, and slowly down. Other side, picks right up for 8, 7, remember don't hold your breath, breathe through it, 6, 5, squeeze, great job, 4, 3, 2, the last one, I want you to hold it just a little bit longer at the top, squeeze, and lower. Great. Grab those weights. We're going into our seated row. Hinge forward. When you're ready, we're going to reach and squeeze for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. 2. Last one. Squeeze and hold and release. Very good. All right, short break. All right, let's go into our second set. Go ahead and get your upper body set, nice and tall. Core, squeeze that core nice and tight. And we're going to start with our right side, kicking up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5. Good job. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2. Last one. We're going to hold it for just a little bit longer. Hold and squeeze. 2, 1, and down. Other leg. Ready and go. 8, 7. Good job, y'all. 6. Keep it up. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're going to hold and squeeze for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly down. Great job. All right. So that's what we call an isometric hold when we're really putting tension on that muscle, but the muscle isn't in motion. You're just holding it and keeping that tension on it. All right, we're going to go ahead and go into our second set of 8 rows. Hinge forward, reach, and squeeze straight back. 2, 3, 4, 5, squeeze, 6, 7. Last one, we're going to hold it. Ready? Last one, hold for 4, 3, squeeze, 2, 1, and release. Great job. Need to stretch it out a little bit. If you need to drink some water, go ahead. We're going to do that just one more time, and then we're going to practice our hammer curls. And, you know, I just love our wall sit. So we're going to do our hammer curls, our wall sit, and we'll be done. All right. Last set of 8, right side, up and down. 2, squeeze, 4, 5, 6, strengthening those quads. Last one we're holding for 3, 2, 1, and lower. Other side. Ready? 8, 7. Gosh, we're getting muscles in there, y'all. 6. I love it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're squeezing for 3, 2, 1, and lower. Grab those weights for our last 8 rows. Lean forward. Even though we're leaning forward, we're still a nice straight back and a nice tight core. Reach and squeeze. 2, 3, control that weight. 4, 5, 6, straight back. 7, last one we're holding. Ready? Squeeze. 3, 2, and 1, and lower. All right, good job. We're going into our last set. We're only gonna do 2 of these because we're nearing the end of our time here.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
On the rowing, when we row, should we bring our head up or should it be hanging down or what?
So you want your neck and your back, like everything to be in alignment. Because if you're, think about, so wherever your back is, you want everything to be in a line. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You don't want your head hanging down. You don't want it looking up. That's just going to put stress and tension on your spine, and we don't want to do that.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, thanks.
So we're just moving our arms.
Just your arms. You're using that back, and that's why I say think about squeezing those shoulder blades together because you're really using that back. And, you know, a little bit of triceps, too, to bring that weight back. Okay?
Okay.
That helpful?
Yes, very good.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's grab our weights if we want to use them. We're going to practice some of our hammer curls. We're going to do 2 sets of hammer curls, and then we'll end it with just a set. All right. So we're just going to do two sets of 8 here of our hammer curls so we can practice them. And again, we're not going to turn our arms as we come up. We're coming straight up and straight down. So go ahead and join me for 8. Control. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Up and down. Perfect. All right. Just a little second in between our next set of those, and then we'll end with our last set. All right, let's do it. Let's knock it out. 8 more of these. Get set. Core tight. Knees just slightly bent. Up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. Squeeze at the top of that movement. 7. Last one. Up and down. Great job. You can put those weights down. We're going to do our last exercise for today before our cool down, our wall sit. If wall sits are getting easier for you, you can definitely sit a dumbbell. You can always add more time. You can always set a dumbbell on top of your head. All right, so we're going to time. Let's do 30 seconds. Ready? And go. Hold. Keep the core tight. Aim for that 90-degree angle. And just gently press your back against the wall. We're halfway there. You got it. 10, it up. Awesome job, everybody. All right, let's go through our cool down exercises. All right, everybody make sure we're going to take a deep breath in. Reach up. And blow it out. Another deep breath. Hold it at the top. Blow it out. One arm's going to meet your hip. The other is going to reach over. Stretch through the side of your body. And hold. All right, reach back up. Opposite arm meets your hip. Reach over. Great job. All right, let's do our neck stretch. So for this one arm is going to stay on our hip. The other is going to reach straight down. And we're going to tilt our head in the opposite direction of our reaching arm. And feel the stretch throughout your neck. So you should be reaching that hand down as far as you can. Gently bring that head up. We're going to switch arms with the opposite arm reaching down and head leaning in the other direction. And reach, 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 so you feel that nice stretch through your neck. Great job. Let's do our upper back stretch. Hands are going to interlock and stretch out your upper back. I did an awesome job today. It feels so good to just move our bodies. It feels good when we get done anyway. All right, reach behind your back and open up that chest. Awesome. Okay, we're going to stretch our arms and our shoulders out a little bit. Take your arm, bring it across your body. Opposite arm wraps around and squeezes it in tight. And just hold that stretch. Again, these stretches shouldn't be painful, but you should feel a little bit of tension. All right, we're going to switch sides. The opposite arm comes across, and that other arm is going to wrap around that arm and squeeze it into your body. This is really a nice shoulder stretch. All right, we're going to do a new stretch for our quads today too. So if you have your chair handy, I want you to use your chair for balance. Of our other leg and just pull it straight back, stretching out those quad muscles.
I have to leave, everybody. I have an appointment at 12:30.
All right, thank you. Have a great day.
See you Monday.
All right.
Bye, Phyllis.
See you Monday.
Bye, Phyllis. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, other leg. Our last stretch. Use your chair, grab the other opposite ankle, and just pull that leg straight back so you feel a stretch through your quad.
I gotta drink water. I'm getting a cramp.
Let that go. One more deep breath. Ready? In your nose. Big, deep breath. And let it go. Give yourself a hand. You'll do great. Do we have any questions before we leave each other for the day?
Good deal.
All right. We made it again. One more time.
Yes.
Is it possible for you to send us our new exercises have the original lift sheet?
Yes, and so I have been attaching, I don't know if you've noticed when I send the recording, every time we learn a new exercise, I attach a document which shows that new exercise and how to do it. Have you noticed that?
I didn't notice.
Well, make sure that that you have those, and I'm happy to resend those out if you need me to. But with all the recordings, I've added those. But what I'll do today is I'll just attach all of them with today's recording. If you don't mind, Katie, just respond to that email and let me know that you got it, okay?
Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome.
Will do.
All right. Well, fantastic. Thank you, ladies, so much. And I will see y'all on Monday.
Sounds like a
We'll
plan.
be here.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good
Bye.
weekend.